Hello and good evening, everyone. Once again, I am Dr. Wolf.
I'm Teric Dragon.
I am Lightning Bliss.
No, you're not. This is Lightning Bliss.
That's mine. Give it
No.
back.
I has a lightning.
Hey, do I need to separate you two?
We are separated.
Is it bad that I like someone's OC?
We are coming up on the tail end of our cruise, and you two need to stop giving each other the evil eye. And we've had a few other activities that we've been having fun with, and now she gets her Blissy. She's having so much fun with it. Some things that we were interested to talk about that I'm pretty sure more than a few of you out there would be interested to hear. The first item on the list was actually that there was a formal night on the cruise
Oh, yeah.
where everybody would get dressed up in Sunday best and go out, have a very nice dinner at the restaurant at the back of the ship. And a lot of it, in many ways, felt like going to high school prom, with everybody getting into their really nice clothes and everybody sitting around this really fancy dinner table, and where there's chandeliers above us and looking out and seeing the sea waves just beyond.
And, and very formal. Every table gets two waiters, not just one.
Yeah.
And you get this really nice, fancy menu that's only one page because they change the menu every day.
Right.
And, and they come and they bring you bread on a bread plate. So, a super, super fancy dinner. And then we found this really nice-looking staircase. And guess what we get? What do you do every prom?
Yeah.
Prom pictures.
Yes. We all posed on the stairs next to our loved ones, and we pretended we're back in high school again. Because some of us here never actually went to prom. In my case, prom happened the exact same weekend that my sister was getting married.
Ah, yes.
Guess which one I went to?
You better have come.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dad would kill you otherwise.
I'm sure Sarah would be very, very upset.
Oh, she wouldn't kill you. She would just cry.
She would be very, very upset.
She'd be upset.
So I went to the wedding.
Yeah. Nice wedding, too.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't go because it was a system. If you didn't have a date, you were marked.
Oh.
So I didn't go.
So you can't show up stag to one of those. Yeah, that's
unfortunate.
Not to mention if you don't have a group of friends, which I unfortunately didn't. All my friends were freshmen and I was a senior, so.
Oh, okay.
It adds up. So I didn't think I was missing much. I kind of realized that now I kind of was missing something.
No.
Yeah. I only went to one prom. I went to my junior prom. My senior prom was just a huge comedy of errors, and the girl that I was going to go with didn't go, and I didn't go, and so it was
Yeah, one of those situations.
Didn't work.
I think this was actually a better version of prom on the ship because there was no politics. There was no one that you were trying to impress outside of just your date.
And you didn't have to work up the courage to ask someone on a date. You already had your date with you.
They're obligated.
No. You say. No. You go to your spouse and you say, "Hey, let's get dressed up and go to this nice dinner." And they say, "Yeah, that's great." See, it's easy.
Uh-huh.
You sure about that?
It wasn't easy for you?
Well, I got my husband sitting just right over there, and I'm looking at him, and I'm thinking,
If you don't like getting dressed up in formal clothing, then I can understand that would be awkward, but...
We're used to that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I thought it was a really lovely experience.
Yeah.
And I'd like to try it again one day.
Only thing that was missing was really some dancing.
Yes, that's what I said.
But we ended up doing some dancing later on in the week. It was particularly funny watching her reaction to when one of our favorite songs come on, and it came on multiple nights. And so
these guys got their groove on. I didn't know Dog had moves.
He does.
When you can get the right kind of music going.
Nobody's gonna believe me.
Yes, Doc can dance. I mean, not like ballroom dance. Like,
hey, I ballroom dance.
yeah, I never knew you could. You've never shown me.
You never watched me do waltzing?
No.
You never watched me do swing music?
No.
No?
No.
I did the rumba and the cha-cha, the tango.
She has been doing this all week,
Yeah,
every
she
time.
loves to do that. She loves to watch us banter, and then she likes to egg us on. So, we're glad you came on the trip, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for inviting me.
Sure.
The banter between these two, it's also been very entertaining.
Anyway, so we had formal night. And one of the really cool things about a cruise is that they have shows on the boat. They're on Thursday night. Was it Thursday night?
Yeah, probably.
I think so.
There was a comedy. There was a
Comedy sketch.
Yeah,
She was
comedy.
a comedian.
Yeah, thank you, comedian. That's the word I was looking for. And she came and she gave a show, and I personally was rather surprised. It was totally PG.
Mhm.
Nothing rated R about it. I thought that was really cool, and she was really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was pretty hysterical.
Yeah. So for about an hour, I was laughing, and the eyes are tearing up because I'm laughing so hard, and I listen over there, and Bliss is just like, you can't. We're like, breathe. She couldn't breathe. She was laughing so hard.
We've had a couple times this week, more than a couple times, where she's laughing so hard, it's hard for her to breathe.
Yeah.
And so there was one moment where I looked over her and said, wooden leg named Smith.
Right! What's the name of his other leg?
Because that's what came to mind as she was laughing so hard trying to catch her breath. It's like,
Exactly.
I couldn't breathe. That's what I was
a
doing.
wooden leg named Smith.
For those of you who do not get the reference, go and watch the Disney version of Mary Poppins.
Oh, yes.
Classic.
So, comedy show one night. Last night, there was a ventriloquist act.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was even better than the comedy act.
I agree.
Poor Brad.
Poor Brad.
The ventriloquist brought out, his first puppet that he brought out was this cute looking bird, and fluffy and sweet and everything, is this girly bird, and she looked down in the audience and she says, "Oh, do you see that guy there with the blue shirt? He's hot." So she started talking to the guy and found out his name was Brad, and he was there, of course, with his girlfriend of 7 years, and she said, "Well, okay, you're married? Oh, you're not married? That means I still have a chance." And so she was flirting with this guy the whole night. It was funny.
And it was actually a male ventriloquist the entire time.
Yeah.
And it was such a convincing character. You had to remind yourself that he's talking to himself the whole time.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It was fabulous.
Yeah.
All
It
right.
was really cute.
And again, she was getting into giggle fits. It's really entertaining to watch the ventriloquist act and then look over and she's having these giggle fits. It just lifts the whole spirit of the whole gathering, I suppose. What else did we do?
Go ahead.
I remember the first night we got on the ship, we went straight to hot tubbing.
Oh, yeah.
Now, it's funny, we do have a hot tub at our place, but we don't use it very often because it's just not cold enough, I guess.
Not
But
cold enough?
It's Texas after all.
yeah.
No, it's not cold enough outside the hot
Yeah.
tub.
And
Okay.
after a long day of traveling and me and Lars getting lost and having to find our way back with everybody else and then
Yeah.
finally getting on the ship and just being sensor overloaded,
Mm-hmm.
I think the first thing I did when we got into the hot tub was let it go up to my ears.
Yeah.
I saw that. She just walked right in, shoop, all the way down to her ears, and said,
My lady in particular, she loves hot tubs. Every time we go to a hotel, she wants to find out if they have a hot tub. Because that's what really makes her evening. So, useful way to get on the ship, and that's ease off the stress a bit.
That was good.
Yeah.
Now, excursion mishaps.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We had an excursion on yesterday, Friday morning.
Thursday morning.
No.
Yeah, it was Friday morning. That's right. Okay, I'm getting off.
Anyway, Friday morning, we had set up this excursion where there was a semi-submersible boat that had glass windows underneath, and we all went down into the hull and sat, and then they had these windows where you could look out into the ocean. Now, this was in Cozumel, Mexico, big tourist city, and the water is very nice and clear, very blue, and there are a lot of tropical fish and coral reefs, and so we thought, man, this is going to be great. We're going to see reefs, we're going to see fish, we're going to see lots of cool stuff. So they start driving the boat out, and there are rough seas. And so the boat starts doing this constantly, and we're watching the bottom of the ocean bottom, which was fairly shallow, only like 15 feet. And the ocean bottom is doing this and this. And so all of us started feeling kind of really sick and queasy. And it was a good experience. I enjoyed looking at the fish and the coral reefs, but I felt like, oh boy. I was sitting there burping and thought I was going to puke, and it was no good.
We were okay. We just needed some time after getting off the ship to let things settle for a while. But I did appreciate that there was actually a school of striped fish that followed us along the side for a while, as if they were expecting us to feed them.
Well, and then when the boat turned around, they followed us the other way.
Yeah. It was interesting. And again, it was one of the things that my lady has been hoping to do for many years, go to a glass-bottom boat in tropical waters, see the fishies and the corals. So that's another thing that she gets to cross off her bucket list.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Queasiness aside, it was good.
Yeah.
It's funny because you did warn me about this is a submarine, it might be enclosed, I'm claustrophobic.
Yeah.
But I told myself, I'm sure once I get down there, I'll be fine. I'll just look out into the water and I'll be fine.
Oh.
We've learned something for next time.
Yeah.
Yep. Don't put Blissy into enclosed spaces.
Blissy might blow things up.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah. One other thing that we actually did today, the cruise ship on the very top floor, where you can see out everywhere, it has mini golfing. Little short 9-hole mini golf course. Yeah. And again, it's one of the things that my lady really loves to do, and I'm trying to do all the activities that she's been looking forward to. We got all 6 of us together, and we played the 9 holes.
And guess who won?
I wasn't going to bring that up.
No, you don't have to. I did.
Thank you. I was actually going to talk about how windy it was the entire time, and how we had to keep ourselves from as still as possible as the wind was pushing us one direction or another while we were trying to hit the ball ever so gently.
Go ahead.
You're complaining about it. You didn't have this blowing in your face.
Yeah, it was worse for her.
There was one point where I went behind Blissy's head and held her hair back so that she could make the shot because she just couldn't see otherwise.
The boat was on the way back up to Texas, so we've got a good clip going. So even if there isn't that much wind at sea, the boat is moving fast enough. There's always wind outside.
There was another incident that happened while we were golfing, though. It was really out of the blue, unexpected. It's something I feel like they either did on purpose or they did by accident.
Yes.
I'm walking over to the next hole, I think, or was it my turn?
I think you were getting ready to hit the ball.
Getting ready to hit the ball, I guess, and all of a sudden...
These humongous horns that are mounted on the front of the boat, literally only like 30 feet away from the mini golf course, they just started blaring out, and it was so loud, it hurt.
Not only did it hurt, I fell.
She fell down.
I fell down. I was
completely
so
out of the blue. And even now, we don't know why.
Yeah.
Why did they do that?
I thought those horns were used to signal other ships, maybe, but we scanned the horizon. There was nobody.
No other ships. At some point, somebody thought, well, maybe there's a whale on the side of the ship, and they're trying to announce to everybody, hey, go look on the side. And we looked around, there's nothing there.
That's a crummy
way. It's just empty sea as far as the eye could see.
That's kind of a crummy way to give an announcement.
Yeah, it is a crummy way. We don't know why it happened. Maybe somebody sat on the console. Maybe.
At any rate, good memories. Not so fun when it happened, but we'll look back on it and we'll laugh.
Yes.
Yeah. There's been so many very interesting, geeky conversations we've had this week. So very many. Along with endless Disney quotes.
Yep. I mean, you heard about that in the last video.
Yeah. They may not be able to see that video for a while, but we'll see.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You're going to post this soon.
We're going to post things out of order.
Okay. Sorry. No spoilers.
Right. In the meantime, I'm glad we were able to do this. Because people have been telling me to take a vacation. People have been telling her to take a vacation, including myself.
Yeah, you've been telling me. Yeah, Matt.
Vacation.
But, yes, I'm glad that we were able to get all of us together. Because it's a lot more fun when you get to bring people with you
Sure.
to these kind of things.
And especially people that you love hanging out with.
Yeah.
You know, you get to spend a whole week together and you have no responsibilities. You get to go eat whenever you want, and there are lots of fun and games to be played. You don't have to clean up.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like a convention.
Speaking of convention, one of my favorite moments of this whole trip was right before the trip, telling him that we were bringing her. Look up the video. Dr. Wolf drops a bomb on Teric.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic reaction. We kept a secret from him for about 5 months.
And the irony is, it wasn't either of our idea. It was our
actually my
spouses.
lady and Sub-Zero's idea. And then I looked at Lightning. Lightning looked at me and like, you think we could do that? Do you think we could keep a secret that long?
I've done it before, but nothing of this magnitude.
Okay, and
It worked.
I have to be honest, I have not been that surprised in years. It blew me away.
Yeah. You knew you were going on this trip a long
I
time
knew
ago.
that. I knew that.
And we've been talking to them constantly.
And so when I found out, I looked over and I said, no way. So, it's been a fantastic week because of it. I'm glad that you guys did it.
Yeah.
I guess
The more the merrier.
And I just want to. I do not want to be emotional in this vlog, but I will say I really appreciate that y'all brought me along.
Yeah.
This is something we've never done before. We may never get to do again, but we will cherish this forever.
Oh, I'm glad that you
Yeah.
are enjoying your time here.
Yay.
Big group hug.
You're fine.
You mind if I kiss the monkey?
Yeah.
Oh, hairball.
Hairball. What?
I'm not a monkey.
He was quoting another
I was
Disney
quoting
movie.
Aladdin, come on.
Good reaction, though.
Yeah,
Anyways, if you guys have never been on a cruise, I recommend everyone try it at least once in their lifetime. Don't try it until you actually have been saving for quite a long time, though, because there are many other things you should be saving towards. Something you should try at least once in your lifetime, just don't have to try it within the next year.
Yeah. Save up for it.
In the meantime, though, we'll be coming back home pretty soon, and in the case of Lightning Bliss and myself, we've probably got about 987 messages to look through by the time we get back.
Oh,
Somewhere around there?
That'll be
Even
fun.
higher?
Higher.
Yeah, even higher than that. We're scared to look at the numbers, but we've been a week without internet, and it's been an interesting experience, so we'll see how it turns out. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and as per usual, I am Dr. Wolf,
I'm Teric Dragon.
I am Lightning Bliss.
and we look forward to hearing from you.